Hi, Trapnest here. Welcome to my 28 Days Later music production course where I will be teaching you everything you need to know to become a full-time music producer, from creating entire songs to developing your own brand and creating a business plan. In the last video, I talked about mastering, like a very general idea of mastering, like the steps involved in it, and what do you need to do to ensure that your mix will get the best mastering possible. And since we have already finished the production part of this course, then I want to focus more on habits, mindset, workflow that I've developed a little bit over the years, and I feel like it has helped me a lot, and hopefully it will help you as well. Okay, but before we start, two recommendations. The first one, take your time. Each one of these tips I'm gonna give you is something that is meant to be adapted over months, if not years. At least it's taking me that long to be able to kind of adapt, and I'm still struggling with it, but it's been helpful. And the second tip will be don't try to do too much at once. Instead, just pick like one or maybe two at most that you feel that could help you the most, and work in those for like, I don't know, at least a month until it really becomes part of your routine and part of you as a musician. And without further ado, let's get into it. The first tip that I want to recommend you is just keep your space clean. If you have like a table that you use for music production, use that table only for music production. What I like to do is to keep only everything that I'm using for my current project at hand. And as with everything, the organization of your space should be something that is constantly evolving. It's not like you just set it up once and it's gonna stay like that forever. What I like to do is to set up a weekly schedule for cleaning. Like for me, it will be every Friday at the end of the day. And I also plan a monthly cleaning where I go over everything and I reorganize everything. I move stuff. If there's something that is not working for me at the moment, then I just change it. I don't like to get attached with setups for so long. The second tip will be to keep your computer clean. The way I like to think of digital space is the same as physical space. I don't like having 1,000 plugins because I know if I had those physical instruments with me, I will not use all of them. Instead, I try to just keep like, I don't know, 10, 15 plugins at most that I use for my work. Same with files. Like, let me show you here. My desktop have only the folders that I really need. Like for example, I have a folder for my Google Drive that is for online backup. And same for the subfolders. For my Google Drive, I have these 5 main categories that work for me. To organize my projects related to music production, I have this folder called Trapnest project files. Inside the Ableton projects, then I have also subfolders. One for clients, one for collaborations. Tip number 3 will be cable organization. Once you start connecting a lot of stuff, then cables can get quite messy, and that's really annoying, especially if you need to unplug something but you are not quite sure if you're unplugging maybe your audio interface or you are unplugging your camera or whatever else. So the first thing I like to do is any cable excess, just wrap it up with a zip tie or band, whatever you have. The next thing is I bought some stickers and I wrote down the names of each cable. That way I don't have to be guessing which one is which. You don't need stickers, you can just do it with a piece of paper and some duct tape. If I have extra cables, which you will have eventually, then I like to organize them by types. Like I have one box for USB MIDI, one for power video, and for my audio. The fourth tip will be space optimization. The idea behind this is that when you get to your workstation, you get into the music producer mindset. Nothing else matters, it's just you and the music. For example, this is the space I had like 6 years ago when I was just starting. As you see, this was like half of my room already, but this half of the room was optimized for everything that I needed. At the time was mostly DJing and some music production. As you can see, I even used some high chairs here because I didn't have money for the stand. Try to use whatever you have available. Now, this is more about managing your time. I talk a little bit about this on my second video in this course, but I want to get more in depth into that topic because I think it's essential if you really want to make it as a music producer. The idea is that you get into the habit of producing music without having to think too much about it. Like, instead of trying to make music whenever you have the chance, set up a specific time and date that you will dedicate to that. And for example, you can say, okay, Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 p.m. I'm going to create music. Eventually, your body will know that by 8 p.m. you have to be ready to create music. Make sure to choose a time where there won't be any distractions or you won't be causing any inconveniences. Eventually, you will have to give it more than 1 hour a day if you really want to become a professional. But if you are someone that is just starting, then 1 hour is a lot of time. Trust me, you can get a lot done in 1 hour if you use your time wisely. Which brings me to my next point. Limit your distractions. This right here is one of the best and worst tools that a music producer can have. If you are anything like me, I get easily distracted by anything, especially nowadays. I'm really into Reddit, so what I do is just silence my phone and put it away. If you cannot control the urge, turn the phone off and put it away. Trust me, even if you put it like, I don't know, 4 feet away, the fact that it's not like right there within reach, it's gonna reduce the anxiety of picking up your phone a lot. And the seventh and final tip will be backup. Please back up your files. There's nothing more annoying, painful, and time-consuming than having projects you've been working for like a year lost because you didn't have those projects backed up in an extra drive or, I don't know, in the cloud. What I do nowadays, I have my external hard drive where I try to back up like once every 2-3 months. Sometimes I forget, but trying to get more consistent with that. The main thing is just backing up on Google Drive. There's this app that they will let you synchronize automatically once you drag files into the folder. The service is free. You will get 15 gigabytes for free. That is actually a lot. And you don't even have to create an account. If you have a Gmail account, then you pretty much have a Google Drive account. That's all for today. I hope these 7 tips are helpful to you. Again, don't try to do everything at once. Just pick 1 or 2 that you feel that will help you the most. And I hope this was helpful at all. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram, that helps me a lot. And I'll see you in the next one.